morning, it's Sarah the gardener here, and technically this is the July tour, although it is the 1st of August. I was going to do it yesterday, but the wind was too strong, so I've got up really early this morning, and while it's still quite still around the garden, and so I can show you what's going on. There wasn't a June tour if you were looking for that, because I got a bit busy and it just didn't happen. So what we have today is a quick look around the garden. I've done a lot of work elsewhere, which I'm really excited to show you, but also there's been some changes, but not a lot, because it's been midwinter and now we're in late winter, yay! So the garden is nearly spring ready, and yeah, well, I guess the best way to do it is to show you. Come and have a look. Come on, let's go have a look. Okay, in the herb garden, the rosemary has gone absolutely nuts, but the thing is, in under here somewhere is, well, it hasn't come back yet, some French tarragon. So I think I might need to jettison the sorrel, which I've been saying I'm going to get rid of it for ages, and put the French tarragon there. But as you can see, need some weeding. I still haven't sorted out the flower bed, which does need happening, but look at this. Look at this. Isn't it? I wish you could smell it. It is glorious. It would have been nice to have a nice thick luscious row of peas, but we had storm. I think if I had my new structure that I'm going to do next time with the trellis netting either side with them growing up in the middle, they may have been a little more protected. That's okay. The tomatoes are going to go in here this season. This is all ready for the next lot of peas, and there's no reason why I can't start them now. And this is where my corn will go, but I won't be starting them until October. The squash will go in here. This is a lupin cover crop. It's starting to show signs of flowering, so that needs to come down sooner rather than later. And this is my onion bed. So I've got 2 meters of sweet Spanish, and then I've got 3 meters of pukekoe long keepers. I sorted out this bed yesterday by chopping down a mustard cover crop. This is where my odds and sods will go, so that's all the fun stuff like okra and peanuts and whatever else grabs my fancy. So that will go in there. That won't get planted out till for months yet, so there's heaps of time for the mustard to break down underneath the compost and be a nice fine soil when it's ready to use. This is where the melons will go. They won't be going in there till late October, so heaps of time for that bed to sort itself out. I might shorten the trellises this year. They didn't seem to need to be like way up in the sky, so shorter trellis. This is where the Brassicas will go. Now I'm umming and ahhing about taking this one down because the new lot can go in there. If I sow seeds, say for example today, they could go in here in 6 weeks time. So I need to take them down sooner rather than later. Yeah, and it's good to get Brassicas in early, because then there's less likely to be bothered by the start of the white cabbage butterfly season. So that cover crop's starting to flower, or showing signs of wanting to, but this one's more pressing for the new crops. These Brassicas are doing well. These are my winter ones. So we've got some kohlrabi going on in there. There's purple ones and red ones. Some red cabbage, some Savoy. Everything else is a bit of a mess. So that will become the salad bed. So if I cleared out the back end and put salad at the top, because I like to leave room for succession planting salad crops, so I might do that so that these get a chance to become all they need to be. The salad is pretty much half empty. This is where the peppers are going to go next year. I'm not overwintering them this year. That was just too much of a disaster with overwintering pests. So I mean, this is a lovely lettuce ready to go, and then there's some more in there. But yeah, it's good to be able to have fresh salad. I also need to weed, but I just haven't stayed on top of that lately because of all the work I've been doing in other areas. So this is ready for the zucchinis, which won't get planted out till late October. And this is the onion overflow bed. So we have in here leeks, red onions, those are, what are they called? Oh, pearl drop. So those are pearl drop onions. There's shallots all through here, and then elephant garlic all in through here. So they're just little ditty at this point. So elephant garlic. This mustard cover crop needs pulling out as well. This is where the beans will go, so there's no hurry because they like the soil temperatures to be 18 degrees before going in. So it's going to be ages before they need planting out because it's blooming freezing right now. But their cover crop's not showing any signs of wanting to flower, so it's not high on my priority list at this point. So this is where the leafy greens are, and my rainbow beets are looking a bit tired and showing signs of wanting to bolt. So they're almost done their dash. But the cucumbers, I won't need this bed for ages anyway, so we'll better get the most out of them. And then this is the root crops. So there's fennel in here that'll be, that's bulbing up magnificently. Then there's beetroot in through there. Swedes, they're almost big enough to eat. And a few carrot stragglers and parsnips. So yeah, so the Swedes are still a little on the small side. But yeah, so this will be the new leafy green section. So I guess as I use these, I'll make room for new ones of those. So, and then this was the potato bed, but it's going to be the root crops. So you can see I dug in the mustard cover crop, but I left the meter on the end because carrots don't like organic material. So so that's all nice and loosely, light and fluffy. So the carrots will like that, but there's no compost or well rotted organic material in there to cause them to fork. So that's cool. So that will keep the carrots happy, and then the rest of it will be the fennel and the beetroot and everything else, which do like to have a bit of a nutrient hit. The potatoes will go in here. Now I'm actually thinking of starting them early because I've not had a lot of success lately, and we don't get frosts here, so why not? So yeah, I picked up some the other day from the garden centre, so I might plant some now. Who knows? This is my garlic. I'm preventatively spraying it to keep the rust at bay. So far so good. I start my garlic in April rather than normally they say June is a good time to do it the shortest day, because I find that if you get an early variety and you start them in April, then they get big enough to actually cope with the rust when it comes, whereas once the rust comes, if you've started them in June, they can actually be quite a small plant, and they just don't cope, and then they don't have anything to harvest from. So these are looking promising. I mean, that's quite a nice width there. So, and I'm just going to keep preventatively spraying, and maybe this year will be the year. Although having said that, I don't know if you can see there, maybe not. who knows. And this is the asparagus. I chopped and dropped it in June. I chopped all the ferns off, nice good thick layer of compost and all sorts of other goodies, and it is paying off. Look at that. So this one, it's really early. So in the old garden we'd see them sometime in September for the first time for Father's Day. So this is really early. It's great. It's nice being in a frost-free position. I'll be having that one for breakfast after this video. I haven't done anything with the Jerusalem artichokes. Oh my gosh. And I know just by looking at that there's probably a million in there, and I'll need to thin them out. Yeah, I'll get to that. I need to tidy in here because the seed sowing will start soon, so I need to clean in here. But oh, I love this. This is lawn chamomile, and it smells incredible. And now this is for the project that is taking all my time. So, but oh, it smells incredible. So yeah, so that's my lawn chamomile. And these rosemary are for the spiders have like well and truly made themselves at home. But yeah, these rosemary are good for the project up the top. The artichokes are doing great, coming back to life. The yams, I didn't get any. I dug them up and I could put my whole harvest in there. But I've got some more and I'm going to try again. So we may or may not have yams this season. I need to do a bit of tidy up in this flower garden and in the edible flower garden as well. I love the intense colour of these calendulas though. Aren't they amazing? So, oh, just so pretty. The biggest change and not change has happened up here. So I still have to do my rhubarb. I've dug in the pumpkin mustard cover crop, but I still have to do it over here. But that requires a windbreak because apparently when the wind comes off the dome, most of it goes straight, but some of it comes down and eddies, and so I need to put a windbreak through here to slow the eddy because it's undermined my strawberry bed. So it's kicked all the dirt up onto this side, so you can see it's all up over there, but pulled it all out from under here, so we need to fix things. But I started on my raspberries, so we're all set. The autumn raspberries have been cut. The summer ones have been thinned and tied in, and we are all ready to go. That red currant's dead, so I've bought a new one, so that will be good. I still need to do up there and over there, and this mustard crop tells me that the soil in here isn't the best quality, so I will need to add loads of good things like sheep manure and loads of compost and all sorts of goodies in there, blood and bone, just to try and elevate it, because this is where I grow my giant pumpkin and it needs to be, yeah, needs love. So this is the garden as it stands at the end of midwinter. Now it's not too bad, it's getting close to being spring ready, so I'm quite pleased with it. But where most of my attention has been, you might be able to see something up there on the hill. Let me take you over there. What do you reckon? This is my rock. So I made it myself out of chicken wire, and then I used flannelette sheets like they like paper mache with the cement, and then I put another layer of cement over the top, and then so it's had about 3 layers all up, so it's pretty heavy. So I'm quite pleased, but this is, and then I've laid the path down here, and then I've still got to build a path along the side here, and I've got work to do across. But what I want to do is, this is quite exciting. This is what I like to refer to as the palace, and so this is room number 1, and I want to create all the way down here a whole series of different garden rooms. They're all really exciting, and so I probably won't do them with the, you know, bang them out one after the other, because they're quite exhausting and labor intensive. So who knows what the next one's going to look like yet. I haven't decided, but there will be, in the end, there will be heaps of garden rooms. Exciting times. So that is the quick end of midwinter July tour on the first day of August in late winter, but it's really cold. It's 10 degrees, so I'm going to go inside and get myself a cup of tea, warm my hands up, and go and grab that asparagus and have it for breakfast with some eggs. Oh, that'll be so yum. Oh, first of the season. So thanks for joining me in the tour, and I'll see you next time. Hopefully there'll be even more change next time, because, well, spring is imminent. Things need to happen. Okay, so take care. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.